Good morning, everyone. This is Whitney. I am going to do a 30-minute yoga class here in my living room, so I hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and start off in child's pose. Come down to the knees, separate the knees wide, sink the hips to the heels. Go ahead and place those four arms and hands onto the mat, forehead down to the mat as well. Just start to bring your awareness to the room, to the mat, to your practice. Just start to listen to my voice. Go through the moves, just kind of hearing my instruction in the back of your mind, but really just letting yourself be present. That's the most important thing here in our yoga practice. It's a moving meditation. Connecting to your breath. So let's go ahead and take a nice deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, letting go of some of that wasted energy. Let's take another deep inhale. This time seal the lips, exhale through the nose, developing your Ujjayi breath. You'll go ahead and let that breath carry you through your practice for these next 30 minutes. One more breath here in child's pose. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Let's go ahead and rise up to our hands and knees for some cat-cow to wake up the spine this morning. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Go ahead and inhale, arch the back, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Feel that nice arch. And exhale to round, tucking the chin deep into the neck, rounding the back, pressing through those palms. We'll do a couple more sets. Go ahead and inhale, arch, and exhale, round. My knee while I get my hair pulled back. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round. Making your way back to that nice neutral spine. We're going to wake up our core. So left palm stays grounded. Extend the right arm forward. Send that left leg back behind you. Reaching opposite direction. So reach through that big toe. Reach through that index finger. Envision your spine nice and strong. One deep breath here. Go ahead and bend that left knee. Reach the right arm back, grabbing for the foot. Begin to kick into the hand, arching the back, opening through the chest, still grounding through that left palm, reaching through the crown of the head, and go ahead and release out of that side. And let's switch it up. So extend the left arm forward, right leg shoots back, first activating the core, stabilizing. Again, reaching opposite direction, so envisioning that lengthening happening down the entire body, breathing, core tight, and then start to bend that back knee, reaching the left hand back, grabbing for the foot, and then kicking to open that left shoulder, open the chest, arch the back, ground through the right palm, and gently releasing out of it, kind of reverse out of it, just how you got into it. Let's go and make our way to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and let's walk the dog. Wake up those joints, knees, ankles, bend the knees, press through the palms, really start to focus on the alignment here in downward dog. So press out of the shoulders, lift the hips high towards the ceiling, sink those heels towards the mat. Gaze falls right in between the big toes. Feel that deep stretch down the backs of the legs. Long spine here, all the way up to the tailbone. One more breath. We're going to deepen our downward dog. Stay grounded through the left palm. Reach the right arm across the body for that outer left ankle. Take the gaze wherever feels most comfortable on the neck. So maybe looking gently under the left shoulder or keeping the gaze in between those big toes, whatever works for you. One breath here. Maybe feeling a little bit of shaking. I know I am. Go and release the right hand. And let's switch it up. Reach the left arm across the body, grabbing for the outer right ankle. Same thing. Taking the gaze wherever feels best or most natural for the neck. Staying strong. And breathing. And go ahead and release back to our downward dog to neutralize. One breath. Let's walk the feet forward to meet the hands for a ragdoll. Soften the knees. Go and let that belly just kind of fold over the thighs. Grab for opposite elbows. Just hang out here for about 15 seconds. Just kind of feeling loose. Feeling those legs stretching. Just kind of waking up the body before we start our flow. If you'd like to add in a shoulder rinse, wrap the arms behind the back, interlace the fingertips, and we'll inhale, halfway lift, open up the chest, and exhale, forward fold, rinsing the shoulders. Again, inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. One more, inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. All right, we're going to start off in a plank pose. So go ahead and place those palms, step on back, high plank. So typically, I do a 60-minute Vinyasa class. But being a mom of 2 small children, one being 9 months old, so he's still pretty needy, I realized that you can't fit in an hour yoga class into your day very often, at least not in one span. You kind of have to break it up. So I am going to try and squeeze in as much Vinyasa into 30 minutes as possible. I'm going to try and give us what would be a 60-minute workout in 30 minutes. So it's going to be challenging, so just do what you can, modify anything that you need to, and have fun. All right, still holding this plank, just warming everything up, getting some internal heat here, shoulders over wrists, keep that strong alignment, strong core, breathing. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower down, slowly, chaturanga. And release to the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward dog, but maybe just stick with cobra for this first one to wake up the spine. And release. Let's go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the hips, making our way back to downward facing dog. All right. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive up. Big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the palms, step or float back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Finding your breath immediately. Let's step the right foot forward to meet or to right in between those hands. Spin the back heel down. Arms come up. Warrior 1, super strong through those legs. Bend deep into that right knee. Deep breath here. We're going to add in a bowing warrior. So wrap the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, forward fold to that right inner thigh. Pull my hands up a little bit so my belly doesn't hang over. Bending into that knee. Gazing back at that left foot. One more breath. And release the hands, step the right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward dog. All right, left leg, warrior 1, step the left foot in between the hands, arms come up. Finding those legs, super strong warrior pose. Inhale, and making your way into a bowing warrior. Interlace the fingers, inhale, open the chest, exhale, forward fold. Bending again deeper into that left knee, gaze falls back at the right foot. One breath. Release the hands to the mat, step on back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, downward dog. Find your breath. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, step or float back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg, warrior one. Arms come up. We're going to open to that warrior two. Holding here for just a moment to find your pose. I like to build onto these foundation postures. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold, so my nose is running. Let's go ahead and reverse our warrior. And come into a side angle. Right elbow just kind of tucks right into this right knee as you open up the left arm. Still staying strong through the legs, grounding through the feet. Gaze goes up past those left fingertips. And let's add on a half bind here. Wrap the left arm behind the back. Maybe a full bind. Reach the right arm under the thigh. Hook the fingers. Again, gaze goes over that left shoulder to open up the chest. Inhale. And exhale to release. Place the palms, step back. Chaturanga. Maybe keeping that right leg raised. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left leg, warrior one. Arms come up, opening to warrior two. Taking a moment, check your alignment, 90-degree angles. And reverse warrior, right into that side angle. Again, left elbow to the inside of the left knee, right arm opens up towards the sky. Adding on half bind or full bind. I've got a table here I don't want to hit, so open up, roll that right shoulder open, and releasing out of it, place the palms, step back, left leg stays raised, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale back to downward dog. All right, deep breath. Maybe starting to feel that heart rate rising, the breath getting a little quicker. So this is the time to come back to your focus, come back to your breath, calm your mind. You can do this. We can do it. Together. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the palms, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward dog. All right, right leg, warrior one, crescent lunge. Let's go right into a crescent lunge series. So back heel stays lifted, bending deeply into that right knee, super strong legs, tall through the spine. Again, finding that foundational posture here, crescent lunge, and then we'll add on to it. Let's take a slight back bend, palms together, cross at the thumbs, and just barely walk that gaze up. Visualize your spine. You're not compressing. You're actually creating space here. You're lifting out of the low back. Still keeping that balance and strength through the legs. And breathing. Super strong core. Come back to center. Hands to the heart. Inhale. Lean forward. Lengthen. Exhale. Twisting to the right. And this corner is like right in my face. So I've got to be really careful. Open up those arms to fly. Maybe adding on one more half bind here, or even that full bind if you have the flexibility in the shoulders. I used to have it before I had children. But hopefully I can get it back with a consistent practice. That's my goal for 2019. And releasing those arms. Listen closely. Spin the back heel down. Windmill the arms back to warrior two, right into reverse warrior. And cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step back, chaturanga. Leg raised is optional. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward dog. Reset. Here's our home base, down dog. Refresh. And left leg, crescent lunge. Nice long legs here. 90 degree in that left knee, finding your balance, feeling that stability. Taking a slight back bend, crossing of the thumbs, lift out of the low back, create a little bit more space in between the vertebrae. Just go to your degree, whatever feels comfortable and good for your body. Using the core, come back through center for our twist. Hands to the heart, inhale, lengthen, lean forward, twist to the left, hook the elbow and open up, fly those arms open. Keep that balance. Tune into that left foot, grounding into the mat, maybe adding on that half bind with the top arm, even the full bind with that right arm underneath the thigh. Releasing the bind, step on back. Oh, no, I'm sorry, spin the back heel down, windmill the arms open, warrior two, reverse warrior, and cartwheel the hands to the mat, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right, deep breath here. We're going to do some work in chair pose. Checking our time, got about 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and lift the heels, bend the knees, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold right into our chair. Arms come up, sit low. I have a bad habit of kind of popping my booty out, so we want to tuck it under. Feel that tuck there in those hips, and then sit lower. Breathe. Weight is in the heels, toes nice and light, maybe even wiggle your toes. Sit lower. All right, hands to the heart center. We're gonna try something a little bit different here. So stay in that left knee. We're gonna keep the knee nice and bent, just like we are here in chair. Pick up the right foot, place that outer right ankle onto the top of that left knee, almost as if we were going into a toe stand. But just sit here, okay? Balance. Opening up the right hip, which feels good, but really still strengthening that left leg and working our balance. One more breath. Let's go ahead and release the right foot, staying in the chair. Legs, pick up the left foot, place the outer ankle onto the right knee. Let that left knee fall open to open up the hip. Nice hip opener here, similar to a reclined half pigeon, but still working that standing leg. One more breath. Let's come right back to our chair. Arms up to the ears, sit low. You can do this. 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, deepen. Inhale, exhale, deepen. One more inhale, exhale, and forward fold on the end of that exhale. Release. Good. Let's go ahead and step the feet about hip width distance. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit so I don't bonk my head here on the table. And let's do a gorilla. So slide the palms under the feet, wiggle the toes, massage the wrist, relax the head, relax the neck, maybe even sway a little side to side, stretch out those legs. Oh, feels good. We're not done yet. We're just taking a tiny little break here. We're going to go right into some balancing, which are my favorite postures. Okay, while you're still hanging, I'm going to scoop my mat out just a little bit. It's kind of sliding. All right, final breath in gorilla. So really soak it in. Okay, keeping this forward fold, just heel toe the feet together so the feet are side by side. We're going to go directly into a standing split from this forward fold. So all I want you to do is shoot that right leg up towards the ceiling. Try to straighten the leg out as best as you can, so really activate the glute. And then wrap the left hand behind the left calf. And if you're ready, wrap the right hand behind the calf as well. So tons of balance. Find a focal point. I tend to look at my left big toe,
or you can even tuck the chin. Gaze goes to that left shin. Whatever works for you. Fold a little deeper in that left hip crease. Fold the belly over the thigh. One more breath. All right, going into a half moon. Place the left fingertips under the left shoulder and begin to open that right arm towards the ceiling, rolling open the right hip as well. Gaze goes parallel or even up past those right fingertips. Right leg is strong, and we're going to add in a bind here with this right hand. So bend the right knee, reach back, grab for that right foot, and begin to kick. We did this in the very beginning when we were doing our cat-cow or something similar to it. We have 3, 2, 1. Release the bind and release that right leg down. Ooh, that feels good. Shake out that left leg a little bit if you need to. Fold, forward fold, 1 breath. Release. And left leg right into standing split. So begin to shoot the left leg up towards the ceiling. Start to straighten it out as best as you can. Finding that balance in the right foot. Ground through the right big toe. Begin to wrap the right hand behind the calf. When you're ready, adding on that left hand. Whew. I always balance way better on my left leg for some weird reason. That's why we do yoga, to balance out the 2 sides of the body. All right, maybe gaze goes at the shin. Holding here, 1 more breath. Transitioning right into a half moon, right fingertips underneath the right shoulder, opening up the left arm, opening up that left hip just a little bit more if you can. And then when you're ready, adding on this bind here, grabbing for the left foot, and then kicking to open, holding, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gracefully releasing out of it. All right, let's come down to a child's pose for just a moment here. Couple deep breaths to bring that heart rate down. I promised you this is going to be 30 minutes. So we are going to transition into some more restorative postures. Deep breath. Calming the mind. All right, go ahead and come up to your knees. It wouldn't be a Vinyasa class without a peak posture. We are going to do a camel today. Typically, I do a wheel pose, and I've kind of been feeling camel lately. So let's go and place the hands on the hips, knees, hip width distance. Begin to press those hips forward and walk the gaze down the ceiling, opening the heart towards the ceiling. Just opening the heart in general. Breathing into that front body. Going to your comfortable depth. We're going to hold it here for a few more breaths. Holding it kind of to that point where you get a little bit uncomfortable, where your body's saying, okay, I'm ready to come out of it. We want to hold it just a little bit longer. And 1 more breath. Supporting the back carefully, making your way up, transitioning onto your glutes. Take your time though, no rush. And we'll come right into a boat pose. Staying on those hip bones, kind of wiggle, get the flesh out from underneath you, and lift the legs. Start at a nice 90-degree angle with the legs, flex the toes back towards the face. Everything's active here. And reach those hands forward. Kind of roll the shoulders down away from the ears. We don't want to be crunched up. We want to be really long, open. All right, if you have it in you, go ahead and begin to straighten the legs, keeping that tight core, keeping your balance. We're We're gonna add in a little bit of an ab workout. All of my old clients probably know how much I like to add in those abs. So when you're ready, we're gonna do kind of like a boat crunch. So go ahead and bend those knees, and we're gonna straighten the legs as we lower the back, and then pull yourself back up, bending the knees in towards the chest. All right, modify however you need to. Let's do 10, and breathe. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm exhaling as I pull the knees in. 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release to the back. Oh, mini Shavasana for just a moment before we do our final stretches. So go ahead and relax into the mat. Take a deep breath and calm the mind. Let's go ahead and invite that right knee in towards the chest for wind removing. Tuck the knee, or pull the knee back towards the chest. Use the arms. This is building strength in your fingers and your wrists. And we'll go into a supine twist. Go ahead and guide the right knee across the body. You can open up this right arm to get some stretch into that shoulder. Let the gaze fall where it feels best on the neck. Breathe through the spine. And returning the right knee back to center. Give it one more little squeeze. Sending the right leg up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and lower down with control. And invite the left knee in. Wind removing. Same thing. Tuck the knee. I don't know why I'm saying tuck. You're pulling the knee towards the chest. Or even off to the side a little bit more towards that shoulder. Use the arms. Stay strong. Active through the arms, wrists, fingers. And then guide the left knee across the body for a supine twist. Opening up the left shoulder. Just getting the maximum benefits here all the way through these 30 minutes. I think I'm hopefully on time. And release that left knee back. Hug it in one more squeeze. Sending the left leg straight up and lower to the ground, to the mat. And we'll invite both knees in. Wrap the arms around the legs. Give yourself a big hug. Thank yourself for doing this quick workout, dedicating 30 minutes to yourself. Even if that's all we have throughout the day, it's worth it. And one last squeeze here. 3, 2, 1. Shoot both legs up towards the ceiling. And I want you to lower at your own pace. Go as slowly or as quickly as you would like. Once those heels reach the mat, you let yourself release completely into Shavasana. Let everything go. Let everything release here. Great job. Thank you for joining me. Give yourself 10 more seconds in Shavasana. You deserve that. Final breath. And namaste. See you next time.